What's up, everybody? Welcome to Buzzworthy TV. And I'm the girl, Lady T. And today we are talking Braxton family values. Okay, y'all. If y'all don't know, this is my stuff. But look, they be doing the most as far as with the seasons. I don't know what season it is because they do like season 2.0. And they have half seasons and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave it down in the description what season this is or whatever. But anyway, let's get into the episode. So a lot has happened. Basically the sisters, they're cordial. Like they talk or whatever, cause like Tawanda said, they're sisters. Of course they're gonna talk, but things have not been the same since, Tawanda, Trina, and Tracy bogarted Tamar's performance. And, her people asked them to leave. Even though Tamar swear it was some miscommunication, that she didn't have her people throw them out, it's just still been some underlying strain on their relationship. And this is how I feel. When I see stuff like this, I get sad. I get sad because you see people and they get along and everything is cool, and then the further on they get on reality TV, it's a whole bunch of strain on people's relationships, a whole bunch of drama. Like, I don't know if y'all remember the Braxtons in the beginning. Yeah, they had their little shade fest, but it was just all in love. It was just shade. It was just funny shade that made us want to watch. I mean, it's one reason why we fell in, some people fell in love with Tamar. Because at first, she had a big mouth, but at first she was just a shade queen and she was funny, whatever. And now you can just see how, success and reality TV has really put a strain on their sisterhood. And I hate to see, real friends, real couples, real families, get torn apart by stuff. So anyway, let's get on with the episode. So the episode basically kicks off with Tracy. Tracy has gotten her life, honey. She is no longer the wannabe. She got an album out, Crash and Burn, if you don't know about it. And she is on her own new syndicated radio show. So Tracy is doing her thing, okay? So, we get to see her at work and just really blossoming, and I'm really glad about that. Then we got Tamar and Mama E. Mama E's been staying with Tamar because she has a herniated disc and it's causing her neck to hurt. So she's preparing to have surgery, so she's staying with Tamar. So they sit down and they talk, and Mama E don't feel well, and so Mama E asks her, how are things with her and her sisters? And she like, who you asking? And she's like, I'm asking you. She was like, look, Mama, I don't have no problem with nobody. I just ain't about to just keep putting myself out there. And I just been kind of just laying low and keeping my mouth closed because Tamar has realized that her mouth gets her in trouble. Which, bravo! Hold on. See, I'm holding this camera so I can't clap. But bravo for Tamar for realizing that she got a slick ass mouth and that sometimes she needs to shut the heck up. So she's been saying she's been low key, just trying to keep her mouth closed because she know her mouth gets her in trouble and she don't want to have no more drama with her sisters. But with that being said, they haven't really talked. And it just is what it is, And her mom was like, y'all need to work that out. She was like, I'm not the one you need to be talking to because I'm all for it. I love my sisters. I don't want us to be at odds. And I do say that I agree with Tamar. Tamar has her ways and she gets on my nerves. And some of the shit that she has pulled has made me look at her little side eye. But you cannot deny that she's always wanted her sisters and her to be cool. She don't like when they fall out. So, her mom was like, yeah, it might not be the way you want it to be, but if you got to be the first one to extend the olive branch, you need to do that. So anyway, after that, we got Tawanda and Trina. Trina is getting ready to open up Bar Chicks and a restaurant, not just her little bartender service, but she's about to open up a little tapas bar entitled Bar Chicks. And her and Tawanda are going shopping for restaurant equipment. And, they just talking, catching up. And they're talking about Tamar. And basically, Trina said that, Tamar was in town. She had another show, and she went. And she said, excuse me. Anyway, then she said that one of the guy who put her out, I think it was her promoter or whoever he was, who put her out when they got on stage with her last time, he came and apologized. And she was like, I joked with him. She was like, but I really don't got a problem with him because he was only doing what he was told. And that's what Tawanda was saying. She was like, he was just doing what he was told, so I really don't have no fault with him. My thing is, Tamar gave him them orders. And, Trina still feels some type of way. But Tawanda, who had the biggest issue with Tamar a couple of seasons ago, she's kind of have this resolve of, I know who all my sisters are, and I've learned to accept them for who they are, because I don't got time to be arguing. And I think since Tawanda had that breakdown the beginning of last season, I think that's all she needed was to be her and to get her frustrations out. Because now she's just real even keel. She like, I know who and what my sisters are, and I accept them, and I just choose to move on with my life. I'm not for all that drama. I love them, and I keep it moving. So then after that, we got Trina and Tawanda again. This time they're shopping because Tawanda crazy ass is going on a date with Andre. Tawanda, get your life. Please, get your life. Andre has no money. He lives with you. He is a writer, but don't really got shit out. I think he got maybe one book out. Like, come on, get your life. And I'm not saying that money is the reason to be with anybody. No, but I'm just saying, like, you break your neck to provide for your family, and to me, it just seems like he's just a glorified babysitter for the kids. I just can't. So, and during the midst of them picking out outfits and accessories for Tawanda's date with Andre, Trina confesses that her and Gabe have been separated for about 6 months and that she's getting ready to file for divorce. And let me tell y'all, they had me rolling. They had me rolling because they were like, not Zay, but Tawanda was like, we heard this story before, and they start playing past seasons, how many times she done said she was about to leave Gabe and how many times they done got back together. They was wrong for that shit, but it was so funny though. So anyway, Tawanda tells Trina that she already knew because basically Tawanda been snooping and she realized that none of Gabe's stuff was there. And Trina tells Tawanda, please don't tell the other sisters. I'll tell them in my own time because I just don't want to hear no more I told you so's right now. And y'all, I think this divorce with Gabe this time is for real. Like, poor Trina looks so sad and just so defeated. Her eyes are just sad because her hair is on fleek. Like, she done cut her hair and it looks gorgeous. She done gained some weight, but her outfit, she still looks, dressed really good for her size that she is now. But you can just look, it's all in her eyes that she is just beat down with this situation. So anyway, Tawanda promises that she won't tell the other sisters. So then, we got Toni and Tamar. They get together for dinner and they're talking about Mama E's surgery and, things of that nature. They talk about how scared they are for her and how she can't put the surgery off any longer. And so they call Tawanda and, kind of update on how Mama E is doing. And while they're on the phone with her, Tawanda tells them that, hey, y'all really do need to talk to Trina and see what's going on with her. And they like, why? She was like, look, I can't tell y'all, but y'all need to talk to Trina. And I'm like, I get it. Like, yeah, she sort of spilled the beans, but she didn't do it all the way. She didn't betray Trina's trust, but she did feel like the other sisters should know. So, they said, she gave them a heads up, like, y'all need to talk to Trina. So, anyway, they decide that they're all going to meet in LA and have a sisters weekend before Miss Evelyn has her surgery. And so, when they, before they all get to LA, Trina and Tawanda meet with Trina's divorce lawyer to discuss the details about Trina's divorce from Gabe. And basically her lawyer is telling her, like, look, be prepared for a fight, because basically Gabe wants everything. He probably wants half the money that she's making from Braxton Family Values. I know for a fact that they've mentioned that he want all the money from bar chicks and all this other stuff. So her lawyer is telling her, be prepared for a fight, because he is losing it. Like, he is ready to, he's mad, he's angry, and he's prepared to suck you dry. And I'm just like, Gabe. You done did everything in the world to this woman. You done cheated on her. You done did some stuff that she ain't even telling her family about just yet. But what I'm going to tell you about that, because they keep asking her, like, what was the final straw? She just said, he's losing it. I think two things happened. I think he got a baby out there somewhere that she found out, and she confronted her, and it probably did get physical. That's what I believe. But, they going to drag this out, so we ain't going to find out till a few episodes later. But anyway, so Tawanda, Trina, and Tracy, they all get up to LA. And they all meet up to eat or whatever. And so Trina takes this opportunity to let everybody know that she's finally getting divorced. And, they were like, well, why you just not telling us? And she was like, I didn't want to hear I told you so. And she was like, last time this happened, Tamar started shouting. And they did play the clip. Like, WeTV, y'all full of shit. But in a funny way. Like, it's just all shade when it comes to this Gabe and Trina situation. And I'm here for it. I feel bad for her because, like I said, you can definitely tell that she is sad. But I was just like, for real? So anyway, Tamar was like, I was just shouting because I was just glad that, you were seeing what everybody else saw, like 10, 12 years ago. It was so funny. And then Toni, her crazy self gonna say, well, you can't blame Trina, for wanting it to work. That's her husband. They got a family. And, Trina believes in magic. And Tamar had me wrong. She was like, you need to read her right now because that was shade. She came for you. And I'm like, yeah, Tamar, you right. She need to clap back at her for that because that was funny. Even in the fun way, not like in a little snippy way. But yeah, she do need to be like, oh, okay, that was some shade. But Trina did tell her, like, yeah, I feel the palm trees. She was like, no, that's not shade. You do, look for the good in people and all that. And I'm like, I kind of get it. I look for the good in people too. To know me is to know that, I look for the good in everybody. But once you cross me, there's no going back. I can even speak to you and say hi and bye, and there's still no going back. So, But then again, we ain't talking about my husband, who I have a family with either. So, anyway, like I said, they all just say, we're here for you. You got our support or whatever. And then we got everybody minus Toni walking and spending time with Miss Evelyn and everything. Her neck is still hurt, so she got on the neck brace, but she wanted to spend time with her daughter. So they all walking, and Trina finally breaks down and tells her mother that she's divorcing Gabe. And her mom was not surprised. And Miss Evelyn was like, look, I'm going to tell you this. Divorce is messy. And it's full, it's full of chaos. And she was like, and it's going to be a fight. So you better go for the jugular. I was like, Miss E, you are so right. But do I sense a little resentment still from your failed marriage? Yeah, you still mad about that, ain't you? It's all in your voice. It's all in your throat. Your throat. But it's okay, Miss E. I mean, I understand. I get it. Your husband, who was a pastor, cheated on you, made you look like a fool in front of the whole congregation. I understand, Miss E. I love Miss Evelyn, y'all. So anyway, Trina was agreeing with Miss Evelyn, and she was like, she's prepared to fight, and that Gabe, if he think that he gon' just drag her through the mud and take off everything she got, that he got another thing coming. And, being around her family, you could tell makes her feel a little better, and she's like, yeah, he got another thing coming, because he gonna have to fight all of us. And I'm like, you right, because y'all don't play that. No matter how much y'all fight, y'all don't play that. So anyway, after that little girls' weekend, Tracy goes back to meet with, her husband Kevin and their son Kevin, who has not been around because he's been with his girlfriend. He's been with his girlfriend for the past 3 years, and that's the only thing he seemed to got time for, is to spend time with his girlfriend. He even took time off from college, and he takes them both out to dinner and tells Tracy and his father that, hey, I forgot her name. I asked my girlfriend parents for their blessing. It was like, blessing for what? For her hand in marriage. And, Tracy's like, this is some bullshit. You 19 years old. What are you talking about? And so she flat out asked him, is she pregnant? And that's where the episode ends. It's a to be continue. And I'm like, for real? Y'all pulling out all the stops, ain't y'all? We TV, Braxton Family Values, with all these cliffhangers and all this drama. I'm with it because they ain't got wretched yet. It really, all in all, was a cute little episode. Yeah, it had this drama, but who don't go through divorce? Who don't deal with a son who possibly got somebody pregnant? I can deal with that. That's everyday life. But, this episode was cute. I enjoyed it. And until next time, y'all. Peace and love.